Hey,
Hi
hi.
Sushanth.
Hello.
So nice to see you.
Come
How are
in.
you doing?
Good.
May I come in?
Yeah, sure.
MNT is it?
Maa Neella tank.
Oh, Maa Neella tank. That's nice. So I had a couple of questions about it.
Sure.
What did you feel when you first heard the story of MNT?
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
That's nice. Describe the show in one word.
Entertaining.
Entertaining. Okay. What's the biggest challenge about taking this role on?
Being an extrovert, which I don't know if I am or not, but I think with my friends I am, but the outside world I may be an introvert, so I had to really open up for this role.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest thing.
That's interesting. How is the character like you? Or is it any different?
Like I said, కొంచెం నాలాగా ఉంటుంది కొంచెం నాలాగా లేదు. It's like me, but bits of it is completely not like me. So which is why I enjoyed playing this role, something different.
Okay. That's nice.
Sit at the
Sure.
bar. Here you go.
Thank you. So, what do you love about this character the most?
It's fun. It's fun. He's real. He's not perfect, moral person. He's got a mix of everything.
So he's kind of relatable to
How
everyone.
life is, yeah. That's nice. Nobody's perfect, and this guy as a cop is not perfect. So when I heard the script in Appudu, this is a script that I read as 8 episodes, and I think the script chooses the medium. So whether a cinema na, OTT film, OTT web series అనేది ఈ స్క్రిప్ట్లో ఆ టైం కావాలి క్యారెక్టర్స్ అందరూ అలవాటై చెప్పడానికి. సో ఐ హెడ్ హర్డ్ మెనీ స్క్రిప్ట్స్ బట్ ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ wasn't sure when the right time was. When I heard the script, I knew this was it for my OTT debut.
Nice. More challenging. ఒక మూవీ చేయడమా లేకపోతే ఒక సిరీస్ చేయడమా?
It's the same. Depends on the character. ఈ క్యారెక్టర్లో అన్ని ఎమోషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
Okay.
Lots of comedy. That was a little. I mean, it's fun. I wouldn't say challenging fun. There's emotion, there's romance, there's a lot of sarcasm. So ఈ క్యారెక్టర్లో అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. So I would say cinema and web series, the shoot was the same.
Shoot is the same. Nice. How was it working with Priya Anand?
Good. I mean, I've seen most of her work.
Okay.
From Leader, from English, from Fukre, and తను తెలుగు మాట్లాడటమే కాదు చిత్తూరు యాసలో తెలుగు మాట్లాడి తనే డబ్ చేసింది. షీ డబ్ ఫర్ హర్ సెల్ఫ్, సో దట్ వాజ్ రియలీ ఇంప్రెసివ్ అండ్ షీ's a great performer. Wow. So it was like it added to my performance as well.
Can't wait.
పోలీసు నేనులా మీ పని అయిపోతుంది ఏమంటావా? I really enjoyed it. I had an AD, Vastav, I would improvise and then I was like, okay, ఇది చిత్తూరు యాసలో ఎలా అంటారు? So I really enjoyed myself and I think it's a very, it has life. The slang has life.
Tell me something about Nellore Sudharshan and his character in the show.
Gopal is the I think biggest entertainment factor in the series. A lot of people will remember him and say that bale navvinchadu అని చెప్పి. So I think he's one of the highlights of the show. Real life is very quiet. Maybe even more quiet than me. Okay. But on screen we had a ball because his name itself is Nellore Sudharshan and he killed it with not just with the slang but the comedy timing, improvisation. చాలా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తాం. దిగేదే లే.
Would you like to do more web series in the future?
It depends on the script. I never said never to anything. Alavai Kuntupuram happened like that. Ravanasura happened like that. Maa Neella tank happened like that. I never planned it. So whatever comes my way, and if I love the script and my role, I'll do it. I think they'll see a new me. I hope, because I really felt I was excited doing a role that I've never done before. So I hope they will see a new me that they haven't seen in the past, and along with that, they will be entertained. It's raining. People are, if people are stressed, watch this and enjoy at home. Craziest thing. Multiple. Like there was one. Let's say I had a very emotional scene, and there was a bus there, and the bus had to leave.
Okay.
And because the bus was for the kids there, and it was a real school bus. So, I mean, some bus. It had to leave by 4 p.m. and I had to shoot that scene. And I had that pressure saying, I'm like, what do you mean the bus has to leave? But they're like, no, the bus driver was like, no, we have to go. And I had to really rush that emotional scene. But surprisingly, that scene came out quite well.
Oh.
That was one of the things. And multiple things. It was hot, but we shot by the beach, and impromptu. I just carried and threw Priya in the water, and then she pulled me in, and all that. I don't know if the footage is there on the web series, but all that happened impromptu. And then we took the director, we took the DOP.
Wow.
It was fun.
That's nice. Hey, that was such a crazy thing that your phone's about to fall.
Oh.
Alright. Director గురించి ఏమని చెప్తారా?
Yeah, she's Lakshmi Saujanya garu. She directed Varudu Kavalnu, and she knows the village atmosphere well.
Mm-hmm.
So which is why she also, it's not a script that she wrote, but like me, she loved the script when she heard it. So right after coming after a film from Varudu Kavalnu, she decided to do this web series because of the script. And so, and because she knows the village setup well, and she really extracted and gave us the freedom, and also extracted performances. And I would say for her also it was different, because Varudu Kavalnu was a classy A-center film.
Oh.
And this is a complete village lo oka mass setup, mass comedy. So I think for her also it was refreshing.
నైస్. మీ మామయ్య గారు నాగార్జున గారి నుంచి లేకపోతే మీ కజిన్స్ నుంచి ఏమైనా అడ్వైస్ వచ్చిందా టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు ఓటీటీ?
Advice ante kaadu. I just said, I love this script. I told my family I love this script and I'm planning to do it, and they encouraged me. It was, the thought never came as OTT cinema kada, and a thought eppudu raledu. If the script is good,
That's all.
they encouraged me. It's like, if my uncle, I sent him the trailer in the family group, and he said it's like very nice, lots of fun. And and Che himself is doing a web series soon. So I mean, I think if the script is good, the medium doesn't matter.
Right, true. Did you like acting since childhood?
I loved films, but I didn't know whether I wanted to act or not. Only 2 years into my engineering, that's when I realized, I want to act. 2 years into it. But my family said, finish your engineering, after that we'll think about it. So I did finish my electrical engineering in the US.
Nice. Do you like something other than acting? Like, what would you do otherwise?
In the lockdown, I tried to, it was only 10 days crash course. I tried to learn the keyboard, and I still very basic. Hopefully, I always wanted to learn an instrument, and I wanted to learn how to cook. These are two things that I'm still in the process of doing. And I was never, let's say, I never went to any business class or anything. So that's one of the things. Finance, being an entrepreneur, maybe in the future I would like to explore that.
Looking forward to seeing that. మీ లైఫ్లో బిగ్గెస్ట్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్సెస్ ఎవరు?
See, there are many at home, my parents, and then obviously granddad being the biggest influence on the family, not just as an actor, as a person. He was very, apart from being a legend, he was very grounded. To us at home, he was just our grandfather, even though he had this aura. Then obviously grew up watching films of my uncle, and inspired by him as well. But films wise, they were my inspiration, but I try to take inspiration from everyone. Sometimes it can be a friend, it can be a little child, playing the keyboard, and you're like, wow. So I think we take inspiration from, it can be anyone. Every day you'll find someone inspiring.
True.
Yeah. So
I find you inspiring.
Thank you.
ఇప్పుడు యాక్ట్ చేసిన బెస్ట్ రోల్ ఏంటి మీది?
That's tough to say. I think the audience has to say that, but I think Maa Neella Tank lo Vamsi is a role I hope people will remember and enjoy చేస్తారు, remember, and it's called Multiple Shades. And I always believe the best is yet to come. So I think Ravanasura, my character Ram in that, will surprise people again. It's a very intense role ఇప్పుడు దాకా చేయండి. So hopefully every project I do, that is the best role till then at that time. Now probably this is the best role, and maybe it'll keep growing like that.
We wish the same for you. Tell us something about one of your best experiences in life, apart from acting.
Best experiences in life. I had a great time in after I finished my engineering. I worked for about 6 months, and then that's when I quit my job and I came. So I stayed for a couple of months in New York. That was one of the best times of my life. And then when I came back, I went to acting school in Bombay with my cousin Chaitanya, and we stayed in an apartment for a couple of months, and that also was like very fond memories.
Lifetime
of those
experiences,
times.
I'm sure.
Yeah, those things. I mean, those are a few things that come to mind.
That's nice. What's challenging about bringing a script to life?
I think it's teamwork. I mean, obviously it's not just the actors, it's the technical team, and the entire team. Like for this interview, it's not just me, it's you asking the questions, it's him on the camera. So I think it's teamwork, and it depends on the character. Some are, you can just be yourself and spontaneous, but sometimes you have to work on the character if it's like completely different from what you are in real life. So it depends on the script, really.
Nice. What would you say is your strength as an actor?
I don't know, that's for the audience to say. I've realized over time that I can be spontaneous. Maybe not as much when I started, but I realized like I've become more spontaneous. As an actor, I improvise more, and hopefully comedy can be one of my strong points. Let's see.
Interesting. Comedy is difficult, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what people say, but I think it's also depends on the writing and your co-actor and multiple things.
The entire thing.
So yeah, I enjoyed comedy. So for each person, I think a different emotion may be difficult. For me, I enjoyed comedy, so I don't know. I can't say, like when I started off, I felt romance was difficult. But then as I did different projects, I was like, oh, okay, this is not so bad. Oh, something else is difficult. Being intense is difficult. Oh, that's not so bad. Comedy is difficult. Oh, this is not so bad. So along the way, I've improved, I think.
That's nice. So how do you react when you receive a negative review about your work?
Earlier, I used to get very affected in the beginning of my career. If I saw a review and about my performance, I would be like, "What is going on? I thought I gave it my all. I thought I was really good." And then when you hear more, then you're like, "Oh, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought." So now I just like, so you can never please anyone. So even now, like even if you take the best movie, there'll be someone who will criticize it. So I've realized you can't please everyone, and
True.
Now I take it as constructive criticism. If it's like real troll which doesn't make sense, I ignore. But if if a lot of people are saying something about a certain aspect of acting, then I'll take that into account, and I'll take that as a challenge and make sure it doesn't happen for my next project.
Take it to your stride.
Yeah.
Nice. మీ ఇంట్లో మీ ఫేవరెట్ స్పాట్ ఏంటి?
There are multiple. This is one, a terrace is one. There's some work going on, or else I would have taken you there. But I sit on the terrace, open, and there's a lot of trees, and that's one of my favorite spots.
Is that where you spend most of your time?
Yeah, and I started spending a lot of time, especially during lockdown.
Okay.
And then I got used to that, and then so that is my space, zone out and recharge.
Nice. Who's your favorite athlete? I saw a lot of posters of athletes there.
Roger Federer, Michael Jordan, those two definitely.
So there's Roger Federer, there's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Michael Jackson is like right from when I was a kid, I guess, inspired. Like as a performer, as a dancer, Michael Jordan, that's from like all the way from '93. I've been a big fan of his.
Legends.
Federer too, and this is one of my number plates in the US. And
Right.
this is Thor, Thor hammer.
That's what I was getting at. What's your favorite antique or your favorite piece in your house?
I don't really have too many antiques, but that's something I like. This thing is something that I've worked on, so I like watching this.
Nice. So there's Michael Jackson there. So do you like music a lot?
Yeah, definitely. Like music was something that I always liked. A little bit of dancing. In the beginning, is like people ask me, "What do you listen to?" I would say Michael Jackson. That's about it. So right from Dangerous and my parents had these records of Thriller, and also I started off like that. So, and music, I like all kinds of music. I always have to have music. Like, I will have Alexa here. I will have my phone. I would connect it to my speakers. Even if I'm in the shower or on the terrace, I have speakers or AirPods that I have to use all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. So music has to be there from the car to everywhere.
Yep. What's heavily played on your music playlist right now? If you had to pick one song, Okka Paata.
One song. Wow, that's difficult because it keeps
Changing.
changing.
Loop lo.
I have to check. Well, let me see. Because I keep adding on to this. Let's see. I had listened to Dubey a lot.
Oh, lovely
know.
song.
Yeah, I think KGF 2 I heard a lot. So yeah, multiple songs. Arabic Kutu, that was on my Gera, yeah, that, and Brown Munde. I have a lot of Hindi right now.
That's a long list.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
yeah.
Meer paartara?
No, I'm not a singer.
Oka chinna line?
Assal radu.
Okay. Average time you spend on social media?
Too much. I have to reduce it. Instagram, Twitter, and websites. ఎక్కువ చూస్తానని నా feeling. I'm trying to lower it down. Especially Instagram, I'm trying to browse less.
Nice. What's the most used app on your phone?
I'll say right now Instagram. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to reduce.
Nice. మీ డే ఎట్లా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు?
I mean, first I fold my blanket. That's one of the things I try to do. Then I do some breathing. And have some water, have a protein bar, and then I work out. And then
Nice.
everything else.
That's a good routine. Are you a morning person or a night person?
I'm a night person. For shoots, obviously, you have to become a morning person. But I find it easier to stay up at night than wake up early in the morning.
Okay. Secret talent?
I'm yet to find out. It's like, hopefully I'll know soon, and
The secret
it
is
won't
not
be a
revealed
secret
yet.
soon. So I don't know. If this, I think the crash course that I took for 10 days, and I picked up very fast because I was a left-hander at school. Then I switched to right hand, so I'm ambidextrous. So maybe if I continue the keyboard, then I can become pretty decent at it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sushanth.
Thank you.
We had a great time.
Thank you so much.
You
Thank
have
you.
a beautiful house here.
Right, thank you.
I hope you invite us soon again.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.